Oh, Internet, what tub of crap are you serving me today? I've got 2 more cherry sodas left, so today is Zotz. I like the Snooki one that tastes about like what you would expect. I have a bottle of wine, which it's Sunday, so I could bust it out, but I'm saving it for a special occasion. The wine is called Pyramid Scheme, so I wanted to save that one for when I really needed it. Okay, let's move on.
What is arguably the most compelling example of a lost, ancient, globally connected civilization, and which just so happens to be the most controversial, is this symbol here, found on 5 continents around the world. Perhaps the most mystifying example is that it has been found in the indigenous Native American tribes of North America as far back as 2,200 years ago by the Hopewell Mound people in the modern state of Ohio. In fact,
Are you calling Ohio a modern state? How dare you? I was with you up until that moment. You know, a lot of those people don't even have running water, electricity, and indoor plumbing. So I don't know, Jimmy. Credibility. This is the artifact I wanted to talk about. You hear his claim that this is a Hopewell swastika. Let's get to the facts. So I've seen this piece before. I'm not going to call it an artifact because I'm actually not sure that it is a real artifact. The only times I have ever seen it, you saw it in the compilation of swastikas that he showed before, which I'm guessing that a lot of people who watch this channel have seen that online. And I've seen it here in this gallery. And the other place that I have seen it is here in this book. And here you can see the compilation of swastikas right next to it. And I'll try to get my pointing right. There it is right there. So this is Robert Sepehr's Species with Amnesia. Without a doubt, of the many, many very bad pseudoscience books that I have read, this is at the bottom of the heap, the very bottom. He's got it captioned, Pre-Columbian Hopewell Green Slate Serpent Swastika, Origin the Mississippi Valley, USA, circa 200 BC. I have found no references to this being a legit artifact that has a provenience that we could actually associate with the Hopewell. If it does, you're going to have to show me because I don't see it. I see a picture in a, white supremacist book. I see it in a meme compilation of swastikas, and I see it in a supposed art gallery. And I emailed this art gallery with the email address that they provided and asked them if they had any information on where this thing was found or any of the history of this. And the email got returned. If there are other addresses, I will try those addresses, but it's a strange choice to put this in as the example of the, quote unquote, Hopewell swastika. If you look into the literature and if you Google it, well, hell, let's just Google it. Hopewell swastika. We get the entry that we just saw, which is the green slate ceremonial thing there. Oh, so this is the same picture. This is the same picture that's in Sepehr's book, 2016. Okay. Ancient Crossroads of America. See if there's anything that is in the Field Museum's collection. Oh, okay, so this actually says that these are from Moorhead's excavation in the late 1800s. Hopewell Mound Group, its people and their legacy. So there you go. The symbol does appear here. And in Jimmy's discussion of the antiquity of the swastika, he says it goes back 10,000 years. It actually goes back farther than that. Since I presume you've read Robert Sepehr's book, since you're taking notes from it, you will notice on, where the hell did it go? Oh, here we go. If you look at page 46, he's got a, let's see, would this be Magdalenian, 13,000 BC? I'll see if I can pop in a better illustration of that, but it's a carved piece of animal bone that has a swastika-like design in it. It goes back to the Paleolithic. It was found among hunter-gatherers. I don't know much about the symbology, but if you look at this practice of dividing the world up into 4 quarters and the 4 cardinal directions, there's no reason why it couldn't be a symbol that actually goes back to maybe even before the Ice Age. Who knows? But Jimmy's conclusion that, let's see, what does he say? I don't want to misquote him.
I think that it is evidence of an ancient and powerful civilization that once traveled the globe many thousands of years ago, and the symbol itself is a surviving relic of a once profound civilization that was passed down over many millennia.
So the symbol has antiquity and it has a widespread geographic distribution. Why does that mean it has to be the product of some kind of civilization? Why can't it just be something that's left over from deep, deep time in human language and cosmology? I don't know. I'm not buying that there's no possibility of coincidence either. I don't think that I would eliminate that, but jumping to the conclusion that it is, what does he say? Profound.
And the symbol itself is a surviving relic of a once profound civilization that was passed down over many millennia.
It's weird. You know, somehow you have to, I think, explain the discontinuities. I don't doubt that it is an old and widespread symbol. Duh. It's strange of him to pick the kind of dubious Hopewell swastika rather than a real one that was documented by, granted, a very antiquarian archaeologist, but still somebody who actually excavated at the Hopewell Mound Group and that has some provenience. Anyway, I call bullshit on that artifact in particular. Oh, look, I'm actually pointing to it. Until somebody shows me where that thing came from, I don't believe it's a Hopewell artifact. I could be wrong on that one. My bullshit meter goes off. And part of the reason it goes off is because of the other places I've seen this, and that chart that he's showing are in this guy's book, which again is one of the worst demonstrations of quote unquote scholarship that I have had the displeasure of reading. And there he's got his, Nazi eagle logo and everything. Good job there, Jimmy. I already talked a little bit about Corsetti, so I'm not going to belabor the point. He's been on a tear lately about Göbekli Tepe. You won't believe this disturbing Göbekli Tepe whatever. I suggested that a better title for that video would be I have no idea what I'm talking about, because that's what his video says to me. He actually does have no idea what he's talking about. He's got a lot of people listening to him, but as a professional archaeologist, when I listen to him, I just scratch my head and roll my eyes. I can't make it through one of these things because his ignorance is so astounding. And it doesn't seem to bother him at all. At all. Rock on, Jimmy. I'll just shut up now. Happy Sunday, everybody. Bye-bye.